everyone, today we're going to have a go at using DoInk, which is a green screen app that you can use. It's fantastic fun. We're going to use a well-known story in our house, which is this one here, Postman Bear, to develop our own story. So what I would say is pick a story that the children really know well, first of all. Take a picture of all the images in here, so all the illustrations. And the reason we chose this one, because this one is quite interactive in terms of they've got the different flaps here that you might want to use. It's quite simplistic, so there's not much to remember in terms of the words as well. So we're going to have a go. So job one, I would say, is 1, pick your story. 2, take a picture of each of the illustrations within this book so that you've got it in a sequence so that the children can start to retell the story, and then we can superimpose them into the actual story, which is fantastic fun. So we'll see how we go, shall we? So in this section, all we're doing is we're taking a picture of all the parts of the book, making sure that you get the whole page in. Don't worry if you get more than the page in, because what we can do is teach the children how to edit the images and crop them, which is another fantastic skill for them to learn. So now what we're going to do is on the top right hand side we're going to click edit, and we're going to use the images that we've taken pictures of. We're going to use on the left the crop button, which again it looks like a cross stitch or a stitch in general, and edit each of the pages, just cutting out. It should, on most iPads actually, it'll center the photograph so that it keeps it nice and straight for you. As I said before, I wouldn't do all of this in one lesson. This would be part of a sequence of lessons that you would work on with the children, getting them to work in pairs maybe to develop this, and looking at all the different parts like editing pictures. Right, so we have just gone outside and used our green screen to film all the parts of our story. We've taken pictures of the book, and now what we're going to do is put ourselves into the book. So we're going to match up the picture with the video that we've taken. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you through step by step of how to build your video and put all of the editing parts in. I wouldn't suggest you try and do this all in one session with the kids. I would break it down, so do the videoing, do the editing, and then build the project bit by bit so the children get used to doing this. So apologies if I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm going to take you through how to do this. So I'm going to go into the DoInk Greenscreen and I'm going to create a new project. So we've got the 3 grey bottom parts, that the 3 layers, should I call them, at the bottom. The top one is going to be where I'm going to press this add on the right hand side. The first layer is going to be the video, so I'm going to do it bit by bit. I'm going to go and take the first video. I'm going to go to recent and I'm going to find the one of Lucas. I'm just going to check that's him. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now I've spotted around the outside we've got a big section of my kitchen and the door that I don't really want, so I'm going to use, just by the happy face, the mask, there's a little crop button which looks like a bit of a cross stitch. I'm going to tap it and I'm going to pull the image in like this, and I know that I need to just check that I've got nothing else. I'm happy with that, and I'm also going to press play and I'm going to make Lucas a bit smaller. So I'm going to just finger and thumb pinch with my finger so that it creates. I'm going to just turn him around a little bit, and you might notice now he's a bit smaller.
Hello,
I think I'm going to make him a little bit smaller again. Just go back in. Apologies, I don't know why it's jumped. Let me go back in. I'm just going to make it a bit smaller again. Now I'm going to do my second layer. All of this is editable, so you can just keep changing. I've noticed that he's a little bit wonky, so I'm just going to pull him round a little bit. My finger and thumb. I'm going to go and get my second layer, which is going to be my photograph of the front of the book. Go back in again. Just jumping around a little bit today. I'm going to go back into my photos. I'm going to go and get the first photograph, and it's going to be that one there. You can use your finger and thumb again to pull and pinch, so you can have your story on the side, or you can have it like so. Apologies for the dog snoring. He's in the kitchen with me. So we bring it in.
Hello everyone, welcome to the story of Postman Bear.
Now, if you spotted, the photograph is a smaller value than the video. So all I'm going to do is put my finger on the photograph and I'm going to pull it up so that it is the same length as the video.
Hello everyone, welcome to the story of Postman Bear.
Now, all of these areas at the side here, if you find that you are using a colour green screen that you can still see a little bit of the background in, you can use this wheel at the bottom here, which just means that you can change the sensitivity of the screen. So I'm just going to show you. I could use that if I wanted to. So it just enables you to edit the work a little bit more. I'm happy with that. So let's just press play.
Hello everyone, welcome to the story of Postman Bear.
Now, I want to add the next section, so I'm just going to click on this side here and I'm going to click add second video. So I'm going to go to videos, I'm going to go to recent, I'm going to try and see if it's that one. Now, have you spotted it's jumped the other photograph in front, so I'm just going to quickly put the other one back in and I'm going to move this red bar all the way up to the next part of my story and then put the next video in. So this one should be of Matthew.
Bear is writing letters.
1, 2, 3.
So again, I'm going to touch the image, I'm going to crop it down, take out all of this part, make sure that I'm happy, press play.
Bear is writing letters.
1, 2, 3.
Happy with that. Click down onto the second line, go in, find the photograph that I need for this one. So I'm going to go to, there it is. Now, don't worry if it's got Lucas on the screen at the moment. I'm just going to change this around and I might push it across here a little bit. So if I press play now.
Bear is writing letters.
1, 2, 3.
Now, I've spotted that I could probably have Matthew more over to the side here. So I'm just going to just adjust and put Matty's image a bit further over, have that there. I'm also going to make Matty's picture, there we are, see if I can grab it. Hold it down with your finger if it doesn't do it immediately. Now I think I want Matthew a little bit smaller as well because he's quite big. So I'm just going to touch on Matthew's and I'm going to pull it down, pull him with my fingers.
Bear is writing letters.
1, 2, 3.
So happy with that. So I go on to the next part, I bring it across, keep reviewing it. Now I know I've got a bit of black on my screen, but if you wanted to, you could make the image nice and big. So I'm going to go to the next part, videos, recents. I'm going to go to the next one, just check, press play.
Bear goes out to post them.
Who's in this tree?
So I'm going to go back down, add the photograph of the recents and check. Now I want to try and get Matthew, if I move that image inside to there, and then I'm going to crop again Matthew's image and I'm going to bring that down like so, and I'm going to just put him, if you can see, inside the door here. So if I press play now, I'm just going to reduce this down in size, hold it down with your finger.
Bear goes out to post them.
Who's in this tree?
Now this is the bit that Matthew was really keen on making sure that we did, which is to add in just a really short picture of who was in the tree as well. I'm going to pop the next one on, so I'm going to do the next video, should I say. I'm going to go back to videos, recent, well, I've done that one, this one here. So get the children to play about with their positioning as well. Don't always have them stood up, You might want them walking on. I'm going to go back to photos, recents. So we've done that one, done that one. I think this is the one that I need. And I'm going to put Lucas. I'm going to grab a hold of the video. I'm going to touch the video, grab Lucas down, and I'm going to put him down here. I'm going to just quickly crop all of the rubbish out, just so I've just got him done. Put him down there, and I'm going to make this image smaller like so. Just watch that last bit.
Shall we count the letters? Only 2.
And I'll do the last one, and then I'll just show you it from the beginning. So again, I'll go back and I add in my video, recents. If you've got them all, make sure that when you've got all of your videos in the timeline that you're actually cutting out the ones that you're not going to use. So this is a funny one. We practice this. I'll just check it's the right one. Now, we decided that Lucas could probably do better in terms of swimming, so you might want to just practice that a few times. So if I've got one, I've touched it, I'm going to press delete because we don't want that one. I'm going to put it back to the beginning, and I'm going to go back and get a different video so I know that video wasn't particularly good. I'm just going to go to, I think we'll try that one. Just press play and see what happens.
Action. Someone's home is in the pond.
Let's find out who.
So we've put him into the pond. I'm just going to go and get the video. You can hear that I've said action, but don't worry about that. We can cut that out later. Where's the pond? There it is. So move that there. Just make sure I'm happy. I'm going to make it a bit longer, like so. And I think I'm going to make Lucas a bit smaller. Play.
Someone's home is in the pond.
Let's find out who.
Now, what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to bring Lucas down here like this. So it looks like he's swimming.
Someone's home is in the pond.
A bit more. Play.
Someone's home is in the pond.
Let's find out who.
You can hear Matty laughing at the very end there because he thought it was quite funny. So I'm just going to quickly touch on this. I'm going to edit it, take out all that bit. So there's lots that you can do with this, and I think it's just about, you could give a part of the work to each of the groups so they could have a page each and do theirs, and then you could compile it and put it all together. And then obviously when you look back, I'm just going to press it from the beginning, play. Oh, I spotted something there. I'm just going to edit that because it hasn't done it. Take all that out. Apologies about that.
Hello everyone, welcome to the story of Postman Bear.
Bear is writing letters.
1, 2, 3.
Bear goes out to post them.
Who's in this tree? Shall we count the letters? Only 2.
Someone's home is in the pond.
Let's find out who.
There you go. I hope that helps. And if you've got any questions, please do